Is the Falcon and Winter Soldier a bad show, or is it actually a top 5 Marvel show? Let's find out. Okay, that was weird. Forgive me. Whoa, what's going on with the eyebrow? I gotta level them out. Hold on. I gotta level these eyebrows out. There we go. They're leveled now. Nope. There we go. Okay, leveled. Now we can continue. Where's my cowboy hat? Not exactly a cowboy hat, but it'll do. More of an Indiana Jones hat. Whoop-ow! Before watching this show, rewatching it before watching the new Captain America. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. He's this guy. I went back and rewatched that show just to get a little refresher. Back when I initially watched it, when it came out, I was like, this is pretty good. It's not bad. It's a good. But I'm like, so going in, I was like, it's going to be okay. But the same it was. Let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. And it was better than I remembered, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. And I don't really understand all the hate. Why is ranked so low on people's rankings? Looking at some people's rankings and some of the shows they had above it had me dumbfounded. Agent Carter? She-Hulk? You gotta be kidding me. I don't understand. But IMDb and Rotten Tomato actually rated it pretty high. Rotten Tomato gave it 81%, something like that. And IMDb gave it gave it like a 7.5. So they're ranking it higher, but the people's ranking is lower.
Obviously, no, look, I can see why some people are not the biggest fan. But putting it below Agent Carter? No. Okay, yes, it did have something wrong with it, for sure. There were some dead episodes. It was like, there's 6. So it was like 1, 3, and 6. We're like, wow, this is a really good show. But it was like, but the other ones were kind of like, ooh, we're lacking here. Or something. Like, and it's like, it was a little meek and dull at times, especially in those episodes. But like episode 1 was really good, and like the finale was good, and a certain episode that we'll talk about in a little bit, that was good. And I understand what they're going for here, where Sam doesn't really is like nervous taking on the shield, where it's like, he doesn't really think he's worthy, and it turns into some like racial thing where it's like, oh, it's seen as a white man. And then of course Bucky was like, dude, why'd you give the shield up? I think, it didn't really seem in the show, but in my mind I would think, dang, Cap, I was your best friend, I fought with you in World War II, and you gave the shield to him and not me. Woo, just a little salty. But it didn't really seem like he was salty in that way, only that he gave it up. And where they were going with it, I didn't hate the whole concept of the show. I think it was fine. They just needed to amplify it. Everything they did, just up it just a little bit more. Oh, what am I doing? Now, there were some good things. Obviously, I'm saying I liked it. Like, the fight scenes were good. The fight scene, the intro fight scene in episode 1, that was cool. Where he was fighting with the plane and the parachutes, and he was going, boom, boom, boom. I was like, there's the Falcon! I feel like we don't get to really see the Falcon as much. And I was like, the Falcon's cool. But we just don't really get to see the Falcon much. So in the show, I was like, yes, we get to see the Falcon more. And I'm interested in like the newer phase, how they're going to move forward with the Falcon being Captain America. Because in the comics, he becomes Captain America, and he becomes like the new leader, the team leader of the new gen Avengers. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. And I'm excited. I'm seeing the new Captain America movie tonight. And I'm thrilled. So I'm excited to see how that's going to play in, how they're going to connect it with other movies. It's already connected to Black Panther through Bucky, the White Wolf. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and Bucky, speaking of Bucky. Did I like him in this? No. Yes and no. I enjoyed his book and like understanding what he was trying to do. He's still cold, standoffish, which I understand. But he's got it under wraps now. And he's no longer being controlled, but he still has nightmares of what he did. And him, trying to reconcile through the book, trying to make amends with the father of the son he killed while being the Winter Soldier is a cool concept. They didn't, like they had it a little bit, but that's it. They didn't play enough into him trying to redeem his glory. It was definitely much more pushed in the background, and I wish it was pushed a little bit more. It was definitely more focused on the Falcon, which I understand it's the Falcon in the Winter Soldier, and not the Winter Soldier in the Falcon, so I get that, but I do wish Bucky got more light in the show. I mean, like, the relationship between Bucky and Sam were good. Whereas, like, they really disagreed because, like, one thought they should keep it, the other thought they should get rid of the shield in the museum, if not even destroyed. And, Sam was upset at Bucky for hiding that he knew about the first black super soldier. And Bucky was like, he didn't want me to do it. I'm just trying to leave it in the dust where he wants it. So them having conflict, but still, like, being able to work together is reasonable. Just because you have conflict with someone doesn't mean you're not going to be able to work with them at all. No. Are you working to your best? No. But that don't mean you still can. Give it the old college try. The main villain of this was, I guess, Carly and the Resistance Fighters, which is an interesting concept where the show doesn't really talk about that. Or, not the show, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, what really happens to, like, the people after, like, the blip and comes back. Where it's like, they lived their life for 5 years and these people didn't. So they're gonna be on different timing. They're on different timing! They ain't on my time! Yeah, so obviously, and then classic, Resistance, I'm better than them, but I'm doing some of the same things. And I like Sam and Carly's relationship, where they both see where the other one's coming from, but they both want the other one to, like, meet more towards where they're coming from. Like, they like the other person, but they want them to be more like them, and they don't want them to go down a certain path, which they both do, and straight down the path, where the Falcon, Sam, leads more into becoming Captain America and a symbol for America to follow, versus Carly leads more and more into violence and war is the option, versus just protesting and stuff like that, and it becomes more major and major, where she's willing to sacrifice innocent lives and even sometimes putting in danger the people around her. And speaking of Captain America, who they pointed was John here, and I could see them doing that. Like, I understand, that's a good point, push forward, where, Sam gives up the shield, but we want new Captain America with the troubling times. And he's good, and he's your typical blonde, blue eyes. I think I heard a lot of people say they don't like that character. He's annoying, but I like him, because I think if a character's bad or annoying, and they're meant to be that, boom, all for it. And oh my gosh, that rage scene with the bloody shield. More of that. The show just didn't seem impactful enough to like anything. Where it's like, okay, we kind of have to do this, so let's do it. I'm like, go for it. You're there. You're on the right track. Jump! Go for it! Yeah, so I want, and it makes sense. Like his best friend that he fought with just got killed. So he got the rage, and now he's got the super serum, and boom, boom, boom. And like him being like, no, I'm Captain America. I'm Captain America. Where it becomes, where in the beginning he's like, where it's like, no, I need this, and he cares about his public image, and stuff where Cap, is your classic good-hearted warrior, fighter, soldier. Where he was good-hearted and soldier. This guy was soldier first, and then bad-hearted, and later becomes an agent. Okay, wondering if we're gonna see more of him in the movie. That's gonna be interesting. All right, so they did good. The movie or the show was better than I remembered, and I definitely think it's underrated. They had good fight scenes. Some of the character relationships were good. I did not like his sister at all. She just seemed like and that whole relationship just seemed like a whole bad character thing. Sam and his sister. I was like, I'm just like not feeling her character. Just what was going on was not going. No, but I think that the show was good. Definitely underrated. It was definitely better than she sells, and definitely than Agent Carter. It's underrated. It might be like a top 5 Marvel show. Now, granted, the Marvel shows are not that amazing. Not much competition. It had good fight scenes. Some of the character relationships were good, but it was lacking. Like they were they needed to go all in, and they didn't. They didn't want to make anything impactful to the MCU, I felt like, besides Sam being like, oh, I'm the new Captain America. They introduced the whole Winter Soldier thing, but then it was, like, quickly deleted. Or not Winter Soldier, the whole Super Soldier thing. And it was, like, completely erased with killing the scientists, getting rid of all the super serums. It was, like, kind of like, we're done with super soldiers. It was a one-time thing. Good night, the sun just rose or something, and then now it's blinding me. So the show just needed to do more of what it was trying to do. It wasn't necessarily bad execution. They just needed to dive in instead of, they were straddling in the shallow end. They just needed to go in the deep end.
Well, overall, the rating, I think a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5, which people are like, oh, a 6? That's so low, that's bad. No, it's not. It's above average. I just said it was good. 6.5 is good. Like a 7, 8's really good. 9's amazing, and 10 is mind-blowing. Why am I talking like this? So yeah, a 6.5 is good, and that's what I'm giving it. So that's my review and take on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you agree, disagree, if you think I'm an idiot, because so do I, but I rock with the idiot. I rock with the idiots, because I'm one of them. Alright, appreciate y'all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I might catch you on the flip side. No. What the heck am I doing? Just end the video! This is the end of the video! There, that will do it.